in Kol Yisrael. All right, friends, I want to offer you another beautiful story, and this one really hit my heart, so I hope it'll hit yours too. There was a couple, and for many years, I think it was 6 years, this husband and wife were coming together, davening their hearts out, and asking Hashem, asking God for a child. But unfortunately, though they tried everything, every prayer, every skula, every bracha, nothing worked. And here it was, Rosh Hashanah. And they were coming together. The man on the man's side, the woman went to the woman's side in the yeshiva where they prayed. One more Rosh Hashanah to beg Hashem for everything, for all of the Jewish people, for the whole world, but of course also to open up the gates of heaven, that they should be able to have a child, that God should give them a child. And during the course of the prayers, the man, we'll call him Avi. So Avi got really cold. Because you know how it is on Rosh Hashanah. They blast the air conditioning. And it was like freezing cold. And it was just very uncomfortable. He went outside, tried to cool off, but, get a little normal air. But he couldn't hear the davening. Couldn't hear the prayers. He went back in. It was still freezing. Until a certain moment, he sincerely looked up to the heavens. To Hashem, can you please turn off the air conditioning? 2 seconds later, true story, the entire air conditioning for the entire building turned off. And as amazing as this was for Avi, it was kind of scary because he realized it was going to get really hot. There were hundreds of people praying, and it was all his fault. He didn't know what to do. And he turned again to the heavens and said, Hashem, please turn back on the air conditioning. I didn't mean it like that. And amazingly enough, a few moments later, the button switched on and half of the air conditionings went back on again. So it wasn't too cold. And Avi just knew that God had listened to his prayer, his sincere prayer from the depth of his heart. And suddenly it dawned upon him, if God would listen to him about an air conditioner, there was such a power of prayer, then why wouldn't he listen to him about having a child? And he opened up the gates of heaven, prayed with such sincerity. By the end of his prayer, he felt so good. He felt like this time God really listened. And indeed, about 10 months later, Avi and his wife had a beautiful child in their hands. We should never underestimate the power of sincere prayer from the depth of our hearts. Be'ezrat Hashem, Hashem should enter all of our prayers and bring redemption to the whole world.